So everybody has been wondering what's going on with the Samsung S24 Ultra, which I'll show you here today. The screen is washed out, and it was intentional according to Samsung and their new pathetic responses, which we'll talk about later. But right now you can see this is half brightness on the Samsung S24 Ultra. This is my S22 Ultra, as you can clearly see, half brightness as well, but it looks way better. We zoom out just a little bit, and you can get an idea of how washed the colors are. Now, some people speculated that this was because of some bug. Samsung has confirmed that that's not the case. Some people said Samsung was working on a fix. That is also not the case. Some people said that, like, you could do certain things like turn off eye comfort mode. That does not work either. There's no getting around it. It's just a cheaper screen, and the simple fix is to not buy it or to return it. Now, this undoubtedly will be the best example, just showing you how awful the S24 Ultra is. And just so everybody can see, this is, in fact, the S24 Ultra. You can see it there, and you can tell because the edges aren't rounded, and you see the metal trim pretty much all the way around. It's an S24 Ultra, where the S23 Ultra has the rounded corners, which you guys can kind of see on camera here. You can kind of see it's taking a little bit more of a rounded look. Yeah, my S22. Okay, so look at the screen. I think you already know what's up. They're both in vivid mode. I'm going to go back here. Okay, you see they're both in vivid. There's nothing vivid about the screen to the left. As you can clearly see, there is a massive amount of gradational loss. I mean, hello, just look at that. The colors are just worse. Gradationally, it has less color. That is not a bug. Now we're going to put it into natural. And natural is pretty much the same exact thing, right? There is a slight kick in color between natural and vivid. That's how I know it works. Because the red does get a little bit more saturated when it goes from natural to vivid. But honestly speaking, they both look awful. Versus when I go to natural here, it looks washed out like that trash there. But notice how you maintain gradationally all of the extra colors, the wider colors that go missing over here. Even in their so-called natural or accurate mode, you are still seeing that there's more contrast, there's more vivid nature to the picture, there's more three-dimensionality, surprisingly even on a cell phone, that just goes missing on the S24. This is a huge problem, again, given Samsung's response. Now, people all over have been very adamant about telling you just how much they hate it. Now, notice how mine is at warm. We can go ahead and put it at warm as well, and just show you that there really won't be a difference between the two. So for anybody who maybe caught that in the video and maybe rushed to the comments and was like, oh, it's because you have yours on warm, stop it. There is no damage controlling this. This is some of those things that, you know, Samsung has to work on, and I think a lot of people can kind of see that. Pretty much everybody that has seen the S24 is pretty much upset by the way they handled the screen. I am no exception, and I will continue to talk about this until something changes, maybe. I don't know if anybody really cares that much, but you get what I'm saying. It's a big deal, and this is like a massive PSA so that you don't make the mistake that a lot of other people have made, myself included, with getting the S24 Ultra. Now, some people have found a fix for this, and a lot of people say that fix, again, is to just return it, which I think is hilarious. But it's kind of true, though, at a certain point. I mean, given, the difference in color quality, I mean, come on, you can't say that there's not a difference, because there totally is. I mean, just look at the wood. That'll be the dead giveaway, the oranges, things like that. Look at the food there. You'll notice some differences, right? Look at the difference in color throw on the Aurora here. Look at the purple, richer. Orange, richer. Pale orange. Green's not as defined. Contrast is lacking here in the darkest portions. I mean, you can see that even the reflections. This is a big one. Reflections on the water. It just looks worse. They're in the same exact vivid mode. So that should help you understand the nature of everybody's complaints. For people who wanted me to show it off, I had to do this handheld because these are phones and it's a little bit more challenging, but you got the idea. So hey, that's the information. Take it or leave it.